Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Can Jam Crochet and I'm Candy. Today I really want to make the new Nessie pattern by Madeline May Co. So we're going to grab our hook, we're going to grab some dots yarn, and we're going to move out to the living room and get to work on this pattern. So let's go. Hi everybody, coming on today to show you my finished Loch Ness monster. She turned out very adorable. I finished her yesterday. Now the body is, all these parts are crocheted on, and then I had to sew the head on. And you have two options. You can sew the head this way, or you can sew it this way. And I chose this way. I just thought that it looked more natural for a Loch Ness monster, but I love how floppy the tail is, and I think she's adorable in this color. This is the Sweet Snuggles Light with Ballet Slippers Dot. So I think she looks very adorable. Very excited, and I really enjoyed this pattern, so I definitely think I'm going to be making it again. I have thought about putting some blush or some liners around her eyes, so we'll see. Sometimes I like to leave them plain like this. And in the pattern, I am supposed to surface crochet these, but I just crocheted them into the round. I don't know, you can kind of tell maybe on the back of the head a little bit, but I actually think that turned out just as cute, and it saved me from having to do the surface crochet. But there she is. Time for a sweater update. I'm all completely done. Got both sleeves done. Got the neckline finished. Looks very good. And it took about 2.5 skeins of the Caron Latte cakes. This is how much I have left of the third one. So that's actually not bad for a wearable, to be honest. I only needed to buy 3 total, and I think I have 3 more, so I could totally make another one or something else with this yarn. It's so soft. But yay, we finally got it done. Okay, so here is the little frog pouch that I showed on my Instagram. A couple of things I kind of wanted to share about, I think, some of the things I would do differently. So, number one, this little back loop only comes around and it has eye bumps here. So I probably should have put the actual eyes down a little further so you could kind of see that outer edge. I think that would look cuter. And then definitely move the cheeks in and down a little bit, because I did kind of sew them over that back loop only. And even though the bag is cute, and I just think those would have been better options, maybe move his mouth down here, put his cheeks down and in, and his eyes down. And then another thing, when we made this second piece and we attached it to the first piece, she said go 7 stitches in and it would be in the middle of the eye. So I counted this one, middle of the eye. I counted this one, 7 stitches was the end of the eye. So in a way, I'm a little disappointed that this one's the third, because you can see it pulling on those 3 double crochets there. So it definitely looks different, and you can see there are some extra stitches here. So I would do that differently. I would make sure that I stitch markered them in the same place for next time. But yeah, other than that, I think the frog pouch turned out really cute. And guess what we're gonna make next? We are going to make a strawberry bag. This is the front part of it, and I am started on the second part. So yeah, we're gonna see how a strawberry mesh bag will look. So let's get started on this. So the mesh on this bag is going to be very different from this one. So if you see this one, it's mostly squares. You're double crocheting right on top of that. This one looks a little bit more like that. So we're chaining 7 and doing a single crochet in the middle of that. So that's going to be interesting. At first I wasn't sure, because we're starting this starting point with a slip stitch. But I think the mesh will look really cute this way, so let's just keep going this way. At first I really wanted to just do the squares again, because I really like that look, but I think this is going to be okay. I'll just have to pay attention a little bit more. Kind of see there, it's going to be a little bit different. And here is the completed bag. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the little leaf decoration. I like that it's not sewed on, but also you can kind of see the green in there. And this, but I think it's cute all in all. I think it'll be cute like on a purse, so somebody could be they could just be carrying it around like this. And then if they bought something, they can just take the bag and put it in there. So yeah, I think that she had 3 rows this time on the side compared to the little frog. He only had 2. So I'm thinking maybe if I make this again, especially with this, you know, cotton yarn. I don't know, her yarn is called milk cotton, and I'm not sure what that means, but I might maybe try either a smaller hook, or maybe I should just take out that extra row. I feel like it's a little too squishy. Like this one's pretty firm, you know, with the bag inside. And then this one does have a different color, so I did have to attach this to the pink color so you can kind of see it knotted down there, because I didn't want the green inside the mesh part. So I did have to knot it, so I'm not sure I particularly like that, but it will work for what its intended purpose is. And I know I'm being pickier than anyone else will probably be that wants to buy it, but there are my 2 bags so far. I do have a kiwi one, which is made by a different creator, so we might try that one out and see how that one turns out. Hers I think is made with acrylic yarn, and I still want to make mine with the cotton yarn, so we'll see. Maybe we'll have to switch over to acrylic. I just think that cotton is a little more sturdy, a little more durable for bags. So, but there is the completed strawberry. Okay, so let's get started on this kiwi pouch. I've gotten the first round done already, and we're going to start in the second. And I believe we'll just keep going with this, and then we'll at some point use the green as well. I got my green over here. I think those would look really good for the light and the dark greens in the kiwi. And then I will have to grab some black to do the seeds, but let's get going on this one. So I'm starting my 4th row into the netting, and it's already looking very big. So here's my strawberry pouch, and honestly, it fits right inside there. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be a lot bigger than I expected. I'm still gonna continue on. I'm still gonna finish it because I don't want to take out all this work and start over, but she is using acrylic yarn with a 5.5 millimeter hook. I'm using the I Love This cotton with a 5 millimeter hook. Her diameter on the bottom of this was 13 centimeters, and that's what mine is. So I am glad I made the choice to go down. I probably could have gone down even more in hook size to make it a little more smaller, but like the frog is the smallest of them all, and then we have the strawberry. So I think this is going to be the biggest one of all, but let's just keep trucking and see where we end up. She wants me to do about 20 rows of this netting. This one was 12 rows, this one was 15. So this is going to be a lot longer, a lot taller. So we'll see how it goes. And I think this back loop only is going to be where we attach the other bag, which I think will have the green on it. So let's just keep trucking along on this netting and see how much we can get done today. Okay, so here's what we got on the bag so far. Very nice drape, very long. I really like the handles on this one. So the bag is complete. That was the first part of the tutorial. Now the second part will be to start with the greens and end with the brown, and then we're supposed to sew it on here. So let's get to work on that. Okay, so here is the finished kiwi bag. All we have to do with this one is flip it inside out, like so, and just stuff all the netting in. And there we go. A little bulky, we'll just shape it a little bit. Now this one didn't come with a bag strap, so I am tempted to put one on just because I really do like the little charms that you can put on your backpacks or your purse. I do like that. This one is way, way bigger than these other two. So these two were by one creator. This one was by another. This one is very big. I actually really like the drape on this one. This one is a little too bulky, but it is squishy if you like that. And this one, of course, you know, with just my changes, I think would be really, really cute. It is very interesting to see the differences from one bag to another. These three are all made very different. This one, we made the first piece, which we put the accents on. This one, the second piece, was the accent. And then this one, literally we sewed it on instead of crocheting, which is totally fine. I do wish this one had a little, you know, a strap like these two so that we could be putting it on something so you can carry it around without just sticking it in your purse like this. But it is very interesting. This one, you literally just take it out, and in order to see the kiwi, that's the bag. And you can turn it completely inside out like these ones, but then it would be a completely brown bag, which is nice too. But I really like the look of the kiwi. I think it's really pretty. So, yeah, there are the differences in the three bags. Okay, everybody, I think that's going to be it for this vlog. Let me know what you thought of the little bags I made. Let me know if you've ever tried making these and who the designers are. I'd really like to try some more. So yeah, leave me a comment, leave a like if you liked the video, and I'll see you next week. Bye.